Hello everyone, this is Shrusti and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have Abhilash with us, who has cracked GATE 2020 of Computer Science and secured an All India rank of 19. So once again, welcome to the Toppers Talk, Abhilash.
Thank you.
My
Thank
first
you, sister,
question,
for that.
my first question to you would be like, why you wanted to take up the GATE exam?
Okay, so after completing BTech, we generally have two, three options: either going for a placement interview, getting a job, and the second option is like you want to join either government sector or you want to go for the ISCs or higher studies.
Hmm.
So my aim was on second, like either I had first choice was going for like government sectors like BAR, ISRO, DRDO, these jobs, or if it does not happen by some cases, then I would have joined like any MTech in ISAs or IITs like. So
Hmm.
there were my primary concerns, so that's why I took this.
Okay. So when did you attempt the GATE exam?
So attempt in sense two times I have attempted the gate. Okay,
Okay.
2019 was my first attempt.
Hmm.
At that time I got around 200 rank. Okay, in that time in gate examination,
Hmm.
and then I selected for BARC and ISC also that year I have cracked. And
Hmm.
after that, being in job, I appeared in 2020. I had less timings only, and I just worked out on my silly mistakes this time.
Hmm.
This was my primary concern because last time the only silly mistakes which dragged me to that rank. So I practiced well, and this year, by fortunate and God's grace, I got all India rank 19.
Okay, that's really great. So did you join any coaching center for your GATE preparation?
No, I have never joined any coaching center. I took some like online notes are available, free
Hmm.
notes. Okay, some video lectures are also freely available, like NPTEL you can watch. So I
Okay.
here and there I collected to a single place. Even
Hmm.
I've used my college notes also for some
Hmm.
subjects. Okay, so whichever are comfortable, I jotted down, and finally I made the single notes that this is my notes, and this finally I'll be repeating again and again for my
Hmm.
preparation. So it's
Okay.
not necessary to go for the coaching, but again, if you have less time, I suggest you should go because the time is the money now. Okay, so you
Hmm.
cannot wait for 2 years for cracking the gate. If you want to crack it, and if you need, okay, if you want to crack it in a 1 year or within six months or 7 months span, don't want to study the books, then it's better
Hmm.
to go for a coaching and crack it.
Okay. Okay. So you told that in the you took your first attempt of GATE when you were in the final year of college. So how
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
manage your college and your GATE preparation?
Okay, so college was that time seventh semester. You know that the placements are also there. Syllabus is
Hmm.
already parallelly going, and
Hmm.
simultaneously you need to prepare for gate. That's why I generally what I had like in daytime the classes were there and everything. I reduced my everything like not do not go outside even on the
Hmm.
weekends if it is hardly required. Then I used to go outside
Hmm.
and reduce other things like I used to participate in extracurricular activities like before that fourth year. I
Hmm.
was part of theater team and Nukkar team also there.
Okay.
But that year I dropped my plan that no, I won't participate this year. I need to
Hmm.
focus on that examination. So the
Hmm.
few things I sacrificed for that preparation. And you need to anyway per day you need to give out 3 hours consistently, 4 hours consistently. Okay. If you have some prior preparation, it will help you out. And ultimately last 3 months, November, December, and January is very important. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So anyhow, in my college in November, end of the November, my all the syllabus and all the classes ended. So December, January was free for me. So I
Hmm.
prepared like hardly for that day. At that time, I took very serious, and I daily basis I used to prepare for 8 hours, 7 hours, more than
Okay.
that. I tried for that.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, understood, Abhilash. So you mentioned that you did a self preparation, and you also mentioned you got some resources online. So from where the students can get the free online resources?
Uh, First, they random search also sometimes gives you good research,
Hmm.
good results. Okay, so like initially I used to search run the randomly that online notes, free online notes or
Hmm.
handwritten notes kind of this.
Hmm.
Okay, so sometimes I got from some websites. Okay, now they have an applied course site. They have a very structured notes available. Fortunately,
Okay.
this was not at my time. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it came during my second time I was appearing. That time it came, but before that it was not there with me. Okay,
Hmm.
So now they can directly go to that website, or they can download the free notes and they can utilize it for their purpose. Okay.
Okay.
For other free resources, they can directly, I'll suggest directly go for, they can, NPTEL lectures are best resources sometimes for
Hmm.
some subjects. Okay. And otherwise, some free lectures of RBR and applied course are also there on the YouTube. So
Hmm.
you can watch that also. Okay.
Okay.
So you need to figure it out. Okay. So
Hmm.
they don't go for like multiple resources. If you are studying from book, complete it. Whatever the doubts are coming for that particular doubt, search on YouTube or search on Google. That will be
Okay.
good.
Uh-huh.
That is my strategy. Okay,
Hmm.
basically.
Okay. So did you refer to any standard textbooks?
For few subjects I have referred, like for operating system I referred Galvin's book. I have studied that book. And
Okay.
computer networks I have referred. People used to refer Foruzan, but I personal liking for, I had personal liking for Kurosaw's book, that is computer networking top down approach, something like this. So
Okay.
I studied that book. That is quite good book. Okay, very
Hmm.
interesting to read. Okay.
Hmm.
And one book I read is Patterson's book for computer organization,
Okay.
that I have studied. Okay. For data structures and algorithms, few parts I have studied from Corman, but I won't say that
Hmm.
100% Corman I have studied.
Hmm.
Very few parts I have studied from Corman.
Okay.
Rest all were like some video lectures or somewhere like I
Hmm.
have studied.
Okay. Okay. Understood. So also, how important is it to solve the previous year question papers also?
I feel that's the first priority for me. Like I always felt that, and I always say to people, like try to
Hmm.
solve it as many times as possible. Okay,
Okay.
like 3 4 times I have also completed 3 4 5 times. Okay, that will give you so much intuition about the problem, how to
Hmm.
solve, how to approach. That's a very
Hmm.
important thing while you see the question, because
Okay.
in gate there will be very less time for you. You
Hmm.
don't be sitting idle that time when you'll decide that what need to do.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So if you'll have a previous year experience of questions, then you will easily can tackle the problems. You can put some insights, some head start you can get on the problem.
Hmm.
That's why previous year questions are very important, and that should be before test series or before anything. Previous year questions must be solved thoroughly.
Okay. 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 Understood, Abhilash. So how important is the test series part also?
Okay, so test series is something like once you have done with previous year questions, you have a good concepts also. Now,
Hmm.
anyway, you need to test it. Okay,
Hmm.
before going for actual examination, you need to test it whether I am performing well, or whether after seeing, because in gate examination you won't see the repeated questions again.
Yeah.
You will see something new questions. Okay, that time, so that
Hmm.
you should have a habit of seeing new questions. The
Hmm.
test series is comes at that point. It suffices that need. When
Hmm.
you go for that test, there will be time limit. At in time limit there will be new questions, there will be
Hmm.
new challenges with the paper, and then you need to solve it in a time constraint. You do the silly mistakes there. You may find some new concepts also, some part
Hmm.
you have not touched, that questions are coming. So many things the test series will give you, like
Hmm.
they will highlight your mistake that you are not able to deal with the new questions. If new questions
Hmm.
are coming, you are making mistakes. So then
Hmm.
you need to work on concept. If your
Okay.
questions are coming and if you're making silly mistakes, then you need to practice hard. So every time you need to deduce inference that what mistakes I am doing, and
Hmm.
that is tested by test series. That is one thing. Okay, test
Okay.
series don't take the ranks and the scores of test series so wholeheartedly. Like every time you're, if you got for 50 marks in test series, then okay, nothing can be happen. Like
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
is not the thing. Okay, these are for practice and knowing that what mistakes you have done.
Hmm. Hmm. So how many full length mock tests did you take?
So I used to appear like last time in 2020. I'm telling you very few. Okay, I think 4 or 5 I've only appeared. But
Okay.
I had one thing like whatever like or subject test. I think I have appeared all subject test and that multiple subject test that I have
Hmm.
completed. Okay, so what I got in that, like when any new questions are coming, I used to write on my one notes was there with me. Okay, that's
Okay. Okay.
here only. Okay, so
Hmm.
I used to write that every questions on that. Like if
Hmm.
many new questions are getting, and that actually helped me in the next time. Okay, 2020 I was like, I apart from revising all the things, I revised these questions also, because
Hmm.
the new questions, when the new questions are coming, that give you some insights about that how the problem can be formed, how
Hmm.
new problems can be formed. Okay, so that's a very good strategy. So I feel that we should do.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So which test series did you buy?
In the first time I opted for MEDG. Okay,
Okay.
and some part in that first time the applied course was launched in 2019, so I appeared for the applied course also.
Hmm.
And next time I was I had the test series of applied course
Hmm.
only. I think only applied course only. I never, matlab, I not I've not taken for that made easy. So only applied course was there for the next
Hmm.
time.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, understood, Abhilash. So, in GATE around we will have, if we go for technical subjects, around 8 to 10 subjects are there, right? So, among them, which subjects should a student prepare first, or he or she should give the most priority?
If someone is preparing in 1 year, like they are starting now and they
Hmm.
have to appear in the next year, okay. So I at that time I suggest like those papers which like the kind of operating system or computer networks or RDBMS, this type of papers,
Hmm.
where our logic can work easily and where we can like cost benefit is good. If you
Hmm.
study OS, most probably you're able to solve it. If you'll go
Okay.
for graph theory, if you'll they will ask very hard question, you won't able to solve it. That was my feeling, okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because I thought like I appeared for the previous year question, so I know that this portion, if the hard questions are coming, they are taking too much time to solve it,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
even the error probability is also high. If
Hmm.
I'll solve it, there is chances that it can be lead to error. So I
Hmm.
don't go for those portions which is like even they are taking lots of time also, not giving results also.
Hmm.
So it's better if you have less time, it's better to start with those subjects which is like solvable in the gate examination, and marks can be fetched from that.
Hmm.
Again, don't start with data structures and C, because that we have already studied so many times during our BTech career. So that
Hmm.
you can do it at last also. Those
Hmm.
subjects we have not studied in classroom at all, that we have ignored that those subjects, try to study it first.
Okay. What would you like to say about the students who have a very small span of time for the preparation now?
Yeah, if we have very short span of preparation, follow 3 4 points and then go for the examination. Don't be in like don't go for the multiple resources. First thing,
Hmm.
take a coaching if possible. Okay,
Hmm.
it's good if you can take coaching.
Hmm.
If you have prior experience of the subjects, it's better you can start with notes also, then there is no issue. But either notes or coaching first, then previous year 3 4 times, and one test series, just one test series,
Okay.
that's all.
Hmm.
And this is like keep it revising till the last exam. And if you are like sometimes what happened that we have done with 3 times of previous year revision, test
Hmm.
series also completed, test series
Hmm.
also revised, now so time is left. So
Hmm.
that time you can appear for, you can take new test series, or you can take random test on grade up or test book. I
Hmm.
prefer test book is good
Hmm.
option. You
Hmm.
can go for test book. You can
Okay.
do appear for, so if you have time you can go for that. But
Hmm.
these are the basic thing you should do. One test
Okay.
series, previous year question 3 4 times,
Hmm.
notes or video lectures, that is enough.
Hmm.
Enough, more than enough, you'll get into IITs, don't worry.
Okay. So now is the time, like many students would have started their giving test series, and some students have this query like they are getting very low marks, or they are mainly they are getting negative marks also. So how do a student reduce the negative marks?
Okay, negative marks in sense that like they are making mistakes and they are
Yeah,
getting some minus
losing
negative
marks.
marks in for that. Okay.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, losing marks for that. So also I have seen some people have told me this problem that I'm doing the silly mistakes or conceptual mistakes. It's good that you are doing, it's very nice. Now you have to know that what mistakes you're doing, okay.
Hmm.
So suppose that what I used to do, I used to make the silly mistakes generally, okay, in
Okay.
my preparation.
Hmm.
So what I used to do that time, like if I did RTT, during RTT I had taken propagation time, or
Hmm.
propagation time I put the RTT in the congestion video window. We start with a 1 MSL size. So in 1 MSL we generally take 1 KB and we start with 1 KB.
Hmm.
But in the question it is given that 1 MSL is 2 KB. So this type of mistakes I used to do.
Hmm.
Then I tried to find out, like rather than first read the questions and try to mark the points which are necessary. Like
Hmm.
1 MSL 2 KB. First highlight inside your mind 2 times that it is 1 MSL. Try to write down the rough sheet.
Hmm.
Rough sheet should be clean again. Rough sheet, don't make it like it should look like rough. No, try to make it clean, very clean. Okay. That will be like why when you will be tracking your, like when you will come for a revision, that will give you easy tracking of the problem.
Hmm.
Okay, you can easily deal with that. Otherwise you'll make a mistake.
Hmm.
So that was the another thing I learned from that. Second thing, when the some questions are coming which you don't know,
Hmm.
then you go and learn again. Okay,
Okay.
learn from books. It may be that in video lectures that must not be covered. Okay, that's why you don't know that. So you can go for books or directly search on YouTube or
Hmm.
directly search on Google.
Hmm.
Some materials you'll get, some questions related to that you'll get, and then try to clarify and note it and jot it down to your notes. Okay,
Okay.
try to. That's why we do multiple test series. That's why we do the multiple questions, so
Hmm.
that we can know all the perspectives. Not all, not possible. It's not exhaustive. matlab you cannot do the everything, but
Hmm.
you have and on the gate overflow also they used to put the good questions.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
So on a regular basis, try to visit that and try to solve those questions. Are you able to solve those questions? If you're able to solve, it's good, well and good. If you're
Okay.
not, try to learn from solutions, because you don't have time to go and read a new book again for that. You can read the notes, you can read the small topics, that is possible. But again, reading a book is not possible.
Okay.
So first categorize your mistakes, then
Hmm.
solve your mistakes through either books or silly mistakes is there, then practice. These two
Okay.
things.
Okay. Understood, Abhilash. So, what was your strategy on the exam day? Like, how did you start attempting the questions? Did you start it from aptitude or from the technical part? So, how was your
I
approach on the exam day?
I started from always I start from technical only. Okay.
Okay.
And in technical also 2 marks questions. Okay. I
Hmm.
start with that.
Hmm.
So I start and there was my strategy, that 5 minutes strategy, like 5 minutes per question. If
Hmm.
it is exceeding 5 minutes and if I'm not able to solve in 5 minutes, leave it, mark for review, and use that mark for review. That is given for your purpose
Hmm.
only. So use a mark for review and
Hmm.
just go ahead. Okay. Again, don't leave questions. Those are NAT. NAT, if they are solvable, try to solve it, because that won't lead you to negative marking. At
Yeah.
least they are better. Like in the better in terms of your, they won't lead to negative marking.
Hmm.
So second thing, once I have done with that 2 marks questions, every
Hmm.
question maximum 5 minutes. Then I generally used to left with a 70 minutes or 60 minutes something, or sometimes 80 minutes in test series. I don't
Hmm.
remember that how much time it was there left in gate examination,
Hmm.
but it was near to that only. Then I used to start with 1 marks question and very speed manner. Okay,
Hmm.
like I know that questions will be easy, not difficult like 2 marks question. So start and just try to solve that 1 mark question. Once the 1 mark question are also over, then I go used to go for the aptitude portion. That
Okay.
was my strategy. And keep calm at that examination. I whenever I not able to solve the question, I used to skip it and next question with the same enthusiasm. Otherwise, if you lose in between, that the
Hmm.
3 hours will be wasted. Okay,
Hmm.
so don't lose in between, because there I again tell you that all the parents that even if you are not able to solve the consecutive 10 problems also, don't be disheartened.
Hmm.
There must be possibility that after that every question you will solve. Okay,
Right.
don't worry. So
Okay.
that's the thing, you have to keep the spirit.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I have seen people who have like they after 2.5 hours they are bored with exam. Either they
Hmm.
are not solving or not trying, because I don't know why. They have prepared well, but after 2.5 hours they are bored with examination. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
why
Hmm.
they are doing it?
Yeah. Okay. So, how important does aptitude and mathematics play a role in the GATE exam?
See, aptitude will not. Aptitude is like they are. The common trend says that nowadays what they are asking, there's a very simple questions they are asking. Basic.
Hmm.
If you have basic, not practiced well, also if you have basic common sense, also you can solve it. And the previous 10th class mathematics is there. Okay,
Okay.
so that, but so I feel that for aptitude portion you do not need to work hard much. Okay.
Hmm.
Second, for the mathematics portion, they have weightage in the examination. I won't say, because mathematics itself consists of calculus, linear algebra, probability statistics, generating function,
Hmm.
combination, permutation combination, group theory, graph theory, relation function, a lot of things. So
Hmm.
obviously the subject contains these many subjects, these many sub subjects you can say. Then obviously this will be huge. There will be
Hmm.
weightage. But
Right.
some in this whole mathematics portion, there are some subjects which are you can solve easily, like linear algebra. Most probably, if you'll have good acquaintance with the subject, you can solve
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
Like again with relation functions also you can solve sometimes.
Hmm.
Again propositional logic, if you have good command you can solve. So some problems will be like some part of graph theory also you can solve, because you read in the algorithms also or here also, so that part also you can solve it. So
Hmm.
these portions are solvable, so that's why I believe they have weightage. Okay, but anyway you will perform good in that.
Okay.
You have some practice also, so they won't be like every question will be very tougher,
Hmm.
so that you're like not able to solve every question. That won't happen. Okay,
Hmm.
so try to keep, like try to cover it as much as possible. That's the thing.
Okay. Okay. Understood, Abhilash. So, is there anything you want to say to the future aspirants, like any tips or tricks you want to mention?
For like lots of things are available on the internet, but when because this 2 months left for the gate preparation, for
Hmm.
the this coming aspirants, I would like to tell, like first thing, don't lose hope because of test series.
Yeah.
Okay, there is no like you still 2 months are left, and by the end of January you may get 70 or 75 marks. This much is possible. So first thing, don't lose hope for that.
Hmm.
Okay, second thing, I used to get sometimes I in subject test I used to get ranks in 400 rank in out of 800 people,
Hmm.
600 rank. This also I have faced this thing. But the
Okay.
thing is that I made the mistake and I tried to correct it. And that's what the strategy you have to face.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Second thing, time is less. So focus, don't deviate your focus on much of the subjects. much of the contents. The internet, they will every time they will go give the new notes. This is the new notes. This will very good, but don't deviate yourself. Whatever you have made is enough. Whatever new things you are getting in a form of questions, try to add it in a form of questions.
Mm.
And third, an important point: practice previous year and the test series as many times as you can.
Okay, okay. Understood, Abhilash. So, and this is the time like many get demotivated and they stop their preparation. So, don't
Yeah,
get demotivated. Continue with your preparation till the end of the day. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Abhilash. It was nice talking to you and thank you for sharing your GATE experience. I hope this video will be helpful for all the GATE aspirants. So, thank you once again
Thank
for
you.
making time and coming to my show.
Thank you, Srishti. Thank you.